Okay, we're going to talk about the heads-up display. In the heads-up display, you have the normal mode, you have the valley mode, which adds to your wind if you're using a wind meter and you don't have a choice but to use a wind meter and you're shooting across a valley. And then the canyon mode will add to, again, your wind if you're shooting into a canyon. And if you look at the upper right where it says L234, you can see it changing every time I push one of these buttons. So it's basically compensating for the vector in a valley. Is it perfect? No, but it's a really, really good situation that will help you make those shots. It's a pretty good solution. I've been using it for years. All right, back on normal, you've got manual, which you can type in the range. Let's say 1,002 yards. It's giving you your heads-up display, your range, and all that information's right there. Temperature, wind direction, wind speed, pressure, azimuth, inclination. I think you guys know from some of the other videos, if I don't have a rangefinder, which I do here, I can click on inclination or azimuth. It pulls up the phone camera, hit set, and it grabs the compass direction and azimuth. This really comes in handy for you guys in PRS mode when you're trying to get multiple targets. In the upper portion of the heads-up display, it's giving you retained energy, flight time. It's giving you retained velocity, especially for hunting, and you can see we don't have enough. It turned red for hunting with a lead core copper jacket bullet. And this is new, and you may see this on the version you have. If not, it's coming out soon. I have, of course, the advanced versions before we release them. Not only is it giving you maximum ordnance where the top of your parabolic curve is, but it's telling you at what yards it's happening. In this case, 9.4 feet at 556 yards. All right, on meter mode, if you click on meter, if you have a wind meter, and we'll turn on this Kestrel 2700, it will feed it. I'm gonna go to the device and make sure it's connected, and now it is. And it's going to give me the temperature, station pressure, and wind speed off of the wind meter. For you guys that have seen the other videos, I'm not gonna go too much into this. If you click on wind speed, and you'll notice in the upper left, there's the switch window. Click on it, you can average out the wind. And then hit stop, and it averages out the wind. You can hit set. I didn't hit set. All right, but anyway, that's if you're using a meter. Otherwise, don't go on meter, leave it on manual, okay? I'm gonna turn this off. All right, moving on. On the heads-up display, again, you can select what you want to see. Go into gear in the upper left. Do I want to see moving targets? Turn it on. Do I want to see the temperature and pressure? You can turn it on or turn it off. This is what's showing on your HUD. You can see right now I got a mover. If I click on mover, I can say I got a 1.2 mile an hour mover. It's giving me my lead. If I click on the mover, by the way, anything that's in dark gray is selectable. Click on mover speed, and again, you got the switch window. You can look through your scope, hit start and stop. I just saw the mover move, for instance, 3 minutes, and there's my mover speed. Hit set, and it drops it in your HUD automatically. All right, moving on, go back to the gear, and this is where you, again, will select shooting with tripod on and off. Go to multi, there's your multi-target mode for you guys that are shooting PRS. I have a whole video on that. I'm gonna turn off multi. By the way, we've got this on almost every single screen. If you have questions, click on a question mark, and it's got a whole bunch of information for you, all right? Back on the heads-up display in the bottom, you have your, again, matrix, which pulls up your range cards for details, wind, label, range. Devices, you can see what devices are connected. Go to settings. This is where you go to your settings, and of course you got your subscriptions. If you're in PRS mode, you've already got your subscription anyway, and the long range mode. So that's the heads-up display on Eagle Ballistics. It's very informative, and I'm going to show you this because you guys have seen this before. If you have a rangefinder that's capable of working with our app, as you range a target, like I got 689, you can see it, 686 because I let go. I got 1,002. Little target over here, 416. The Gims buck out there, 823 yards. So it's gathering the compass direction, the angle, it's gathering the pressure and the temperature from this. And then again, I want to kind of mention this one more time. I'm going to go back to the settings real quick. If I go down to settings and I go to other, this is reading station pressure from the phone. This is grabbing the temperature from the nearest weather station. It's using the actual GPS in the phone for latitude. I'll say this one more time. I know I said it before. If you're using a rangefinder like the SIG AK-10K, or you're using a Kestrel, this has priority. It will override the temperature from the local station. But if you don't have one of these items to give you temperature and humidity, it will grab it from the nearest weather station. So anyway, that is the heads-up display. That's the HUD, very powerful tool. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're gonna keep giving you updates. So why am I saying that? This video may be obsolete 3 months from now, 2 months from now. I teach a lot. I have a lot of students coming in. So every chance I get a break, and we're going to do updates on this app. We're going to find something that's better or what we think might help you as a long-range shooter or PRS. So we're going to constantly update it. Before I let it go out to the public for sale, we're going to go ahead and test it. So I have a lot of stuff that you guys don't. That's why you see some things in here that yours doesn't. So again, if you have to get an update, you're not going to have to get a new subscription. It's just an update. All right. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. James at eagleballistics.com.